What's up, guys? Philip here, and I am back in the garage this week to take you along with me for just some training that I did over the week. And so I started it out with some trap bar deadlifts. I've been doing these quite a bit. My main goal right now is to kind of increase my squatting strength. And so I love straight bar deadlifts, but I've kind of just started using the trap bar for the time being. My thought process is that if I use the trap bar, it will translate more to a squatting type strength, especially kind of a lockout type strength. And so that's just my thought process, and I really enjoy using this, guys. This is the third time that I have used this bar, and I have really enjoyed it. So I like it so much more than the other dinky little trap bars that I've used in the past. So this is the heaviest that I really planned on going for the day. I have been feeling kind of a little funny feeling in my right pec. As you guys know, I'm rehabbing it right now. When I go kind of heavier than this, but today it felt so good that I went ahead and went up to 600, tried to focus more on my posture and keeping my shoulders back, and so this went really well. This is a trap bar PR for me. This was 600 for 5, so just let this finish out. It was a tough set, definitely the toughest set of the day, but we got it done. Very happy with that. So after that, I decided to not tempt fate. That's me just telling my wife that my pec is not obliterated right now. And she shared with me that she could hear me setting the weights down at the end of the cove. So I guess I'm that guy in the neighborhood, but you got to have one of those, don't you? So I went ahead and went down after that just to 510. This is 5 plates, and did it for a set of 8, and then I finished it off, took the belt off, took the straps off, and just kind of did this one completely raw. I do think it's important to do stuff without a belt sometimes, especially kind of your lighter back down set. So that went incredibly well, and we are moving on to a Peck Rehab day that I did. So I'm not in PT anymore. I have kind of graduated out of it to lifting very, very light weights right now, and just kind of listening to my pec. If it feels wrong, then I try not to do it. But here I am with just 45 pounds. I have been warming up just doing 3 sets of 1 arm dumbbell presses on each side, going for about 12 reps a side. And this does feel really light, but obviously I have to keep it safe. I'm about 3.5 months post-op now, and I am able to kind of do a little bit more free weight pressing type stuff. Not very much, but up to a 45 is doing pretty well, and so I'm well on my way. Trying not to do anything stupid to set myself back to square. What am I doing with my hand right there? My PT told me I did weird stuff. If you are really focusing, he said that you do kind of weird things with your other hand, and this is Exhibit A, guys. What is that? I don't know. Anyways, so just kind of been warming up with, and you see I think I kind of just did this set a little bit faster. Obviously my left pec is intact completely, so don't have to worry about this, but I'm trying not to jeopardize myself. I'm trying to really heal up, and you guys will see some legit weights benched. But for right now, I am at about 105 pounds. That's about what I've been cleared to do. I've been doing about 3 sets of 15 with that, and you can see, this is kid weight. This is less than I used to warm up with to start my workout. But, it does feel good kind of being back in that groove, being able to press a little bit. So Miss BGB is making a little bit of a cameo. I, of course, told her she was flaring her elbows out a little bit too much on this, but you can't tell her nothing. So she did a better job on her second set, though, and she's very, very strong. I mean, she hasn't bench pressed in about 4 months, and she had gotten to about 150 with very minimal training and minimal form. So here's just another set of me doing this 105 for 15, and I'm just really trying to focus on it. I'm trying to work on my positioning to start the bench so that when I am cleared to kind of do more, that is still ingrained in my memory, packing your shoulder blades in and down, shoulders in your back pocket, tucking your elbows on the way down, trying to bend the bar. Lots of cues. And so just trying to work on those, make sure those are there when I start getting up into some actual weight. So this is her second set. She did a little bit better job about flaring her elbows, but I mean, still, guys, that's 105 pounds, and she's doing it for sets with very little training. So she's very, very strong. If I can convince her to actually train on bench at some point consistently, she could probably get up to 185 or so. But next I moved on to just a ring push-up. I've been really enjoying doing these with my gymnastics rings. I mean, they add a little bit of an element because they can move kind of in a limited plane. So I've been doing these a lot, and I think I did 3 sets of 12 for these. And again, pec feels fine when I do this. And I'm just showing y'all another angle there. Trying not to flare out too much. As long as I keep my elbows relatively close to my midline, it feels okay. So it's good. Guys, I know I've said it 15 million times, and at the risk of redundancy, these gymnastics rings are awesome. They're such a great value. So speaking of them, I moved on to just some gymnastics rings rows, and I love this. I actually couldn't stop my feet from sliding one day, so I went ahead and threw my axle bar against the front of my rack, and I don't really care if my axle bar gets marred and scarred. I paid $65 for it, so it makes a fantastic foot holder to kind of anchor yourself when you're doing these. But I finished up with about 4 or 5 sets of these and called it a day. So if you guys want to know anything else about what I did, drop down in the comment section below. I appreciate you watching this, and I will catch you guys later.